Yo, what is going on, you sexist sexy babies? It is your boy, Creations is King, and today I'm bringing you guys a 215 to 2 Nuketown Spawntrap. It is kill streak galore. It's just kill streak after kill streak, hammering down, getting nasty feeds, and my warships and lodestars just going in. You guys know what it's about. You know what? You know how the Nuketown trap goes. It just gets disgusting. But I end up just tearing it up this game. I was live streaming, so I did pull this off my stream. So before I start the commentary, make sure you guys leave a like, comment below if you have any questions. Definitely go check out my stream. Scat's going to be getting his stream up this week. He's got a new monitor and laptop, or not laptop, but a new computer and a new setup that he's getting. A badass like gaming computer for him to stream to. So definitely go check out me and Scat. Definitely below in the description for our Twitch channels. Go follow because we're going to be doing a lot of multi-Twitch streams, so we're gonna be streaming together kind of on the same Twitch channel and stuff like that, so it'll be real fun, you know what I mean, real fun to just see even both of us live stream at the same time. It'll be cool. Maybe we, one day we'll be able to take over Twitch, we'll be on top of Twitch Call of Duty bracket, you know what I mean, for Call of Duty. That'd be cool, man, you know what I mean. TapX taking over Twitch, right? But today, guys, I want to talk about I want to talk about spawn knowledge, and I want to talk about like recycling streaks, like the best way to recycle streaks. The best way, well, in demolition to recycle streaks, it depends on what map you're playing. Always, you gotta know the spawns first of all. I mean, it's pretty easy. Demolition, if you play the maps enough, you understand the spawns. You understand how to manipulate a spawn. Say you pushed up in one spawn, they're not gonna spawn there because you're staring at it. They're gonna spawn in another spawn, but you gotta realize, like, if you're pushed up in a spawn, like a certain spawn, you gotta realize where they're gonna spawn. You gotta know what spawn they're gonna spawn in. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot of demolition, and it takes a lot of time to play to understand like where they're gonna spawn, and like a lot of blackbirds. Like you call a blackbird, and you kind of understand the spawns a little better, you know what I mean? Because if you push a certain spawn, they're going to spawn on another spawn, and that's what makes you learn the spawn system. You know how far you can push into the spawn until they flip or until they spawn at a different spawn, you know what I mean? So it's just, demolition is a lot of spawn knowledge. It's a lot about having a team that can listen and can set up properly, and also knows the spawns just as well as you do. Because that's the biggest factor in demolition. If you don't know the spawns and you don't know how to set up as a trap, you don't know what class to set up, you just have to be a well-rounded demolition player. And a lot of people, they don't think demolition takes a lot of skill. I mean, if you have a really good team, it doesn't take much skill. If everyone knows what they're doing, you just set up and you're peekaboo and spawns, you know what I mean? It does get pretty simple. But if you're playing and if you're playing randoms, but if you're playing a pretty good team and you got a pretty shitty team, it can go really bad. And it does take a lot of gun skill to as yourself to push into the trap by your solo. You know what I mean? Because your team is just not good enough to push into the trap. You know what I mean? So sometimes it does take a lot of gun skill and a lot of spawn knowledge. And a lot of just playing smart to get a trap going, because you got to play real smart. You gotta get that flow of like recycling streaks. You guys as pub stompers out there, like there's a flow you get into. Like once you kind of call in that UAV, you get that blackbird. Even in hardpoint, you need to understand where they're gonna spawn, because if you know where they're gonna spawn, like in multi-team or something, all three of them are gonna spawn in that certain spot where that one person spawned on their team. So if you're picking off someone, one of their teammates there, the rest are going to spawn there. So you got to, you can get that three-piece. You got to just understand, you got to set up the map the way you want it. You got to run the map how you want it, you know what I mean? And that's how people get like nasty gameplays, because they control the map. They control kind of where people are going to spawn, and they understand where people are going to spawn. So before, like, they're killing three people, and while they're killing those people, they already know where these kids are going to spawn as soon as they respawn. You know what I mean? That's what makes a great Call of Duty player, is understanding the spawn system and manipulating it to the point where you can pull out these crazy gameplays, because you know where they're going to spawn. So that's how people get these nasty amount of kills, nuclears, Moabs, all that kind of stuff. No matter what game you're playing, if you know the spawn system and you got pretty good gun skill and you have a good team supporting you, that's how you get crazy gameplays. You know what I mean? So that's how you do it, and that's how it just happens. You got to understand the spawn system. So in every situation, even if you don't like demolition spawn trapping, in hardpoint and domination, you only get these triple, quad, penta Moabs by spawn trapping. Even though it's not, yeah, sitting right in front of them or peekabooing a spot, it's still spawn trapping. They're still running out of their spawn. It's still a containment. You know what I mean? Like even MW3 interchange, that's a containment. It's still a spawn trap. You're up in their spawn killing them. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna get these type of gameplays. So for people to hate on TapX and hate on what we do, like what I do live streaming, it obviously says spawn trapping in the title. You know what I mean? Like, why are you going to come to my Twitch channel and hate because I'm spawn trapping? You're going to go watch someone else play domination and hold A and B and trap them at a C flag. It's still a containment. It's still a spawn trap. The kids are still trapped in a certain area of the map. You know what I mean? It's not much difference from peekaboo in a spot in demolition, you know? So I kind of wanted to just bring this point across, like, you know, demolition isn't much different from other game modes, which really disappointed me how they pulled out demolition from Ghost, you know? So, you know, it's just, you got to understand that domination and demolition, hardpoint, they're not very different from each other, you know what I mean? It's all about knowing the spawn. Like, if you know the spawns, you can manipulate that game mode to your advantage, you know what I mean? That you have that advantage over the enemy team. And especially if your whole team has spawn knowledge and knows what they're doing, how to set up, where to even put Guardians on Black Ops 2 and stuff like that, you can set up the spawns to be disgusting. They spawn right in front of you, you knife them, you know what I mean? That's where demolition is a little different. You can set it up a lot nastier than other game modes, and that's why people consider it cheating. So I don't consider it cheating. I consider it just as, you know, much of a containment or trap as domination or hardpoint. And for people to bitch and complain like, oh, you're a pub star, you can't play hardpoint, da da da. I'm like, you can't play dom. It's the same shit. If you're playing pubs and you're playing dom and you're trapping them and you're containing them, it's the same thing as demolition spawn trapping, in my point of view, to be honest. But that's really all I want to talk about, guys. So let's see. Well, oh no, yeah, that's the only thing I want to talk about. But have a good night, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I think we're gonna be throwing up another. I have another pooping on pub stars today. I don't know if this is gonna go up before it or it's gonna go after it. But make sure you guys go check out the other 2 videos today. There should be 3 videos I think we're gonna upload today. So you guys have a great day. And I'm Creations is King. And make sure you guys leave a like, comment below if you have any questions on what I just talked about. And peace out, guys.